What's up, guys? Quadrant here, going to be bringing you a Fnatic.n0tail Meepo game. I'm really excited about this. I've been looking for a decent Meepo game for a while. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the game. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and close the buy menu as well. Oh, actually, it's on player perspective, so gotta wait for him to do it. So, this right here is n0tail in real life. Fire, apparently, is his name. But, is he playing support Meepo this game? This is different. He bought those sentries, didn't he? He bought the sentries, he bought the courier, I think. Wait, did he bought two couriers? Wait, is he jungling? What is he doing? Maybe these words are for de-jungling? I don't know. Level 3 Meepo, I suppose, can jungle really well. And he is going to this bottom lane where the Ember Spirit would be the one to farm, actually. So this might be actually a really interesting game, because he might be... This is very uncommon, right? And it doesn't look like the... does not look like Dire warded his jungle at all, so the sentries may have been a little bit wasted, but I suppose if you're absolutely relying on being able to farm jungle, you've gotta get the sentries. So he's going ahead and putting out the sentries ahead of time right now. Obviously, the idea is that if there's any in the small camp, he'll be able to deal with it right away. I'm guessing he's going to level Poof and just start jungling immediately. He might also try doing... Oh, you know what he's going to do? He's going to pull the creeps through and at least get the first few levels with that. So you hit this at 42 or 43, then you walk out to the camp, to the creep wave right here. And so this will allow you to use the creeps themselves to tank for you. And this will give you the initial level or two that you need. Now, you want to try to get as many last hits as you can out of these camps. And it can be a little bit tricky because sometimes you're just not going to be able to. So right as the other one's about to die, you want to go aggro the other medium-sized camp. And then you get a perfect pull through just like this. Now, usually you want to start doing damage to some of these camps, these creatures in the camps, because they are going to eventually kill off your creep wave before your creeps die. And you don't want your creeps to go into the, continue down the lane. You could actually pull the large camp over into his creeps, but that would mean giving up a last hit or two, which would not be great. So he is going to double stack the range creep, or the range, which is not terrible, obviously not ideal. He did get level 2 out of that. So he's going to level net. The idea is obviously try to get first blood here, and really nice use of net there. Wow, the Tide almost got first blood, and the Ember Spirit overextending a little bit into the tower range. I think he was trying to just body block him up, and they did get the kill, so not terrible, but not great either. Now this is going to give him a pretty fast level 3 here, I think. As long as he's careful, he should be able to get level 3 here before he goes back into the jungle. Wait, are they going to go for a kill here? Oh yeah, if they've got the creeps attacking him too, I'm pretty sure he's dead. Yeah, there's nothing he's going to be able to do here. Tidehunter overextending pretty hardcore. And I'm surprised those 2 kills, being in radius of those 2 kills, did not give him level 3 already. And he just got level 3. So if you're not aware, patch 6.8 actually changed Meepo up quite a bit. So this is going to be part of the interest of this video to see how it does. So the main thing that was changed was Divided We Stand. It allows you to get your second Meepo at level 3 now. And then, looks like he's going to be ganking here. This is going to be really interesting to see. But then it also reduces your respawn timer by 10%, 20%, 30%. And it looks like his Meepos are at full HP. And he's going in. Wow. A little bit risky. And Silencer picks off the kill using the whatever it's called, last word, yeah. And so basically that was a nice little gank, and this is a very interesting role for Meepo to play, a role that he would not play very well before the big change in 6.79. Mostly, whoa, he might be able to pick up that bear, or the courier, or the bear. Oh, they're baiting him into going after the different... both of those would be so good to get, but Nope, they're not. He's not going to be able to get the one. So he's definitely playing a much more support-oriented role. Looks like the Silencer managed to catch an arrow to the face. And he might be able to pick up a kill here. Indeed. No, where's the other one? Did he miss micro that? There's the other one. And he's using the slow from his Geo Strike, which is a 5% slow for each Meepo that attacks. So if you get all the Meepos wailing on him, it's a pretty huge slow. But that was actually a really good kill coming out from here. Now, I think he could have got the kill a lot easier if he brought his other Meepo in on time. I don't know. I think he was just microing his nets that he didn't bring him over fast enough or something. I don't know. Looks like he's going to be going for Tranquil Boots. I think this is probably the good, cheap, safe option when you're kind of playing your support-oriented Meepo, which, again, I don't think this is really a recommended thing to do for the vast majority of people. Support Meepo is just insane, right? It's, I don't know, it's like so unreliable, I think, that most of the time, most support Meepo players would just end up feeding nonstop, and so that wouldn't be good. And so yeah, I think majority of players should never try to play this Meepo this style, but if you get your feet wet with Meepo and just like, you know, practice a lot, I think you could do well as a roaming kind of support oriented Meepo. And the thing about that makes it Meepo kind of strong in this support roaming role is that he gets that level 3 and then suddenly he's a force to be reckoned with. He has a net and a poof at level 3 with 2 Meepos, which if you do a double poof on somebody, that's 400 damage at level 3. That's insane amounts of damage. And then level 4 you get your Geo Strike, so you can slow as well. And then the thing is though, if you get under leveled as Meepo, it's really hard coming back. So looks like they're going to be doing a smoke gank here top versus this Shadow Fiend. I'm pretty sure they can kill him actually. And he's just gonna pop both of his Meepos in here. Throw the net. Oh, the other Meepo was silenced. Oh my god. So the Meepo dies. I don't know what happened to his other Meepo. I think that was a misplay. His other Meepo did not poof in, and that would have at least secured the kill faster. I think he probably would have still died, but it would have done 100 more damage there if he had poofed in his other Meepo.
Guys, you need to defend here.
Yes, Beauty and Flax, we knew. We must defend everywhere. So now he's got his Tranquils done. He's level 6. In the previous Meepo versions, level 6 was the big level to get, and now level 6 is just, it's nice because you get more levels in poof, but probably the biggest level is now, like it's level 3 obviously, and then I think level 7, let's see, I think it made it 3-7, let's see, let me check the it's now 3, 10, and 17, so I think level 7 is actually a really big level now for Meepo because he gets max level poof. And that'll give just a lot more burst damage. And there's nice net. Oh my god, that net was amazing. And he's sending guys after both. That's crazy. I think he sent his other Meepo up here. And oh, the deny to the neutrals. Good play by the Lone Druid. But the deny to the neutrals is pretty big. And this Meepo is baiting the other way, and I think he's just gonna poof him back. I'm not sure what he's doing. Maybe he's just leading. Wow, he's being really aggressive. I think this is being over-aggressive. Yeah, so that's being too aggressive here. I don't think he realized that the Skywrath was there. Wow, that Silencer doing some serious work. He maxed Glaives of Wisdom first, it looks like. Hint into damage. And, I don't know, I think this is a pretty rare build. This is more, I guess this is the carry-oriented build on Silencer. But it's still pretty rare. Usually, you max Last Word, and you get Curse of the Silent, especially if you're playing more support-oriented. But I suppose mid carry-oriented Silencer would kind of go Glaives of Wisdom. I don't know. The thing is, the Glaives of Wisdom stacks. It scales much better in the late game, whereas you can use Curse of Silent and Last Word in the early game to pick up kills and to harass. So I don't know. We'll see. He did pick up a Hand of Midas, and he has an Null Talisman, so. Alright, so going back to Meepo here. Level 6 now. He's hiding in these trees. It's a very bold place for a Meepo to hide, I think. I don't think they saw him, though. And if he goes aggressive here, he might die again. Pretty risky. Pretty risky to go aggressive there, even though he did see the Lone Druid. That's risky. That's insanely risky. Like he's like this is he's dead. He's dead. You shouldn't like unless you have your whole team. I don't think you should ever go high ground here, unless you maybe have an invis rune. It's just super bad idea. Nice job with the Phoenix there. They were unable to push that out. I just got a notification on Facebook. Not gonna worry about that right now. The burn damage though coming out between Phoenix and Ember Spirit. Wow, the damage over time. Now imagine if one of them picked up a Radiance as well, and the other one picked up a Veil. Oh, that would be like 300 burn damage a second, or something like that. Holy crap! Someone should do a strat where it's Veil, Phoenix, Radiance, Ember. And holy crap, because you get 60 damage burn damage from Flame Guard. Phoenix gets 70 with Icarus Dive and 75 with Fire Spirit. So those stack. So that's 150 plus the 60s, 210 plus then the Radiance is another 200 or another 50. So and then you're talking Veil amplification. So you're talking like 270 burn damage per second, which is just insane. Like that would literally like just kill people in the early game in like 3 seconds. It'd be awesome. But I mean, obviously, if you have Radiance, it's probably going to be more late game-ish. Nice job, like really nice job with the net timings there. You'll notice that he waited fully for the net timing to go through, and see the duration on the nets on Earthbind does not change at all. It's only the cooldown and the range that's increased as you level it up. So keeping it at level 1 is not always a bad idea. And then leveling up your other skills can be quite good. And then I like to get net. I don't know. I like levels in Geostrike too, but obviously this is No-Tail, so I'm gonna obviously. No-Tail is probably considered the best Meepo player in the world, if not the best. Like second, he's the top 3 Meepo players at least. He's really high up there, and he just really knows his way around Meepo. So, you know, just thinking about his skill and why he'd be doing this, you know, Earthbind, same amount of lockdown at level 1 to level 4. Unless, of course, you've got multiple Divided Weave strands, or you're planning on doing multiple Earthbinds from the same Meepo in a short period of time.
Top tower is under attack.
Looks like Mirana doing the classic Moonlight Shadow and pushing everybody kind of back. They were kind of be aggressive. I don't think the Silencer has any detection, so he just kind of had to come back. And against the Mirana, you basically have to have 2 or 3 people with detection at all times. So I'm assuming this is a very high level MMR game. So I think that they will be picking up detection soon. It's just they just haven't done it yet. And honestly, so that just goes to show you that even at the highest levels of play, they still sometimes don't get detection in time. Good job from Ember Spirit there, picking up the Mirana. Tidehunter, I don't know, I think he can probably take him one-on-one. Not if he misses his nets, though. And there's the other net, and boom. I don't know why the Tide was... I mean, the Tide was dead, no matter what, I think. Unless the Tide ravaged... Tide didn't have Ravage, though. If Tide had Ravaged, Gushed, and Anchor Smashed one Meepo, there's a chance that he could have killed him. Been pretty close, actually. But the thing about Meepo is that he has the base magic resistance of 35% instead of 25%, so all of Tidehunter's abilities are reduced because they are magical damage. Oh, Anchor Smash is actually physical. Okay, so Ravage is magical though. So Anchor Smash is physical, which I did not even realize that. That's pretty cool. So 175 go through armor, and interesting. So this will scale better in the early game, worse in the late game. Basically, is what Anchor Smash does for as far as damage goes. All right, so going back to Meepo's view, he is stacking these camps up and taking down some of these camps. Oh, and he did pick up a Blink Dagger. The Blink Dagger is actually a great pickup on Meepo. If you're not familiar with the Meepo combo, so ideally what you do is let's say you have 4 Meepo clones. This is like the late game combo. What you do is you press tab W, tab W, tab W, and that's your poof button. And then you quickly press Blink Dagger on where you want to poof. 2, and then so basically you tab W, tab W, tab W, and you cast it, and the place you're going to blink to, and then you blink really fast, and then all of your Meepos will jump to the new location where the Meepo jumped to, and then the new Meepo, the primary Meepo, can then throw out the net, and the other Meepos you can hit the tab Q, tab Q, tab Q to throw out the next nets, and so that's basically your combo as a Meepo with your blink dagger, and it's really hard to execute perfectly, and that's one of the reasons why Meepo is just such a high level of skill. Looks like Moonlight Shadow was goes off again, but they decided not to go aggressive with it, which is a little weird. I don't know why he popped the Moonlight Shadow. And the Silence comes out with the Earthbind and manages to pick up the Mirana. That's a really nice pickup. This Silencer doing work. Phoenix jumping in. The Phoenix getting silenced up. That's actually a really nice silence coming up from the Skywrath Mage, preventing the Supernova. Which would have certainly killed the Skywrath and whatever the other one was there. So going to be using the ulti from Shadow Fiend, but just doesn't matter. And Meepo does pick up level 11 in the middle of that fight. That's actually pretty big. That means that he now has 3 Meepos. This exponentially increases the amount of damage he can do, for damage and slow. So he can do another poof, which is 280 more damage. He can do a Geo Strike. On each additional Geo Strike that he does will slow the target by 20%. That's actually really huge as well. And so having more Meepos is pretty big. And I don't know why he doesn't have all 3 here. Apparently he doesn't think it's needed, or he wants to keep the other ones safe. Which actually it turns out to be pretty nice because he's able to send them back home to base really, really quickly. So a really interesting play. I think most Meepos for sure would have sent all 3 in that situation. And the fact that he didn't was actually quite good. So if you can see, he's going for an Aghanims now. And notice he also picked up an Orb of Venom. This is going to increase the melee slow. So this increases his Geo Strike. It stacks with Geo Strike. So with 1 Meepo, he will do 12% slow plus the 20% slow, 32% movement slow with 1 strike. And this the Orb of Venom does not stack, but the Geo Strike does, I believe, as far as I know. I could be wrong. And it looks like he's just going to be going straight for this Skywrath Mage, saying, screw you, I'm not going to get silenced. And he's going to drop the net just the right time, and he's going to drop the... No, he doesn't need to drop another net, but really nice. Really risky. Bane managing to brain sap the Shadow Fiend away. Shadow Fiend capable of doing tremendous amounts of damage, and is actually a pretty solid counter versus Meepo generally. And that's because of the Requiem of Souls can just murder a Meepo almost like if he can actually get it off, like he was invised, walks in, gets Requiem of Souls off, every Meepo is going to take a tremendous amount of damage, and then he can focus them down. Also, the raises, very easy to hit multiple Meepo clones, so it just gives you options in terms of which Meepo you want to take down, which is always a good idea, I think, when you're facing off a Meepo. Obviously, having a lion, finger is good to kill a Meepo quickly, because you only need to kill 1 of the clones, right? But the thing is, if you can do damage to all of the clones equally, he's not going to be able to poof them away, like just 1 of them away, and he'll have full HP on the other ones. So I think that's the main difference. I'm waiting to see the Blink Dagger combo, and interesting, he doesn't bring his other Meepo clones over there. I think it's just because it wasn't needed, and he didn't want to mess up the micro. That's my guess. And I think, did he just blink his other Meepo? No, he did not poof in his other Meepos. I thought he did there. I saw him click like 3 times really, really fast, but I guess he was just trying to land a net, and he didn't land the net, so I think that may be why he was waiting. Plus, right now he's just trying to hit that level 17, which is going to give him the 4th Meepo clone, and he needs that Aghanim's Scepter, which will make his other non-standard Meepo clones much stronger. And Bam Boozle, the Meepo's just taking down that Skywrath Mage. And the great thing about using a Meepo versus a Skywrath Mage is that Skywrath can only silence 1 of the clones. He can't do all of the clones. And interesting. So I think he's just coming over here to get some more experience. And he does have Dust now. which is obviously important because we do have the Moonlight Shadow.
Tower is under attack.
Does Bane have dust? Bane has dust. Ember Spirit does not. Silencer does not. So we've got two people now with dust on the Radiant team.
Can we pause?
And I think this game is basically over at this point. They've got a tremendous gold lead. It's 15,000 gold lead, and they're just going to push this right the way through. So what things can we get from this game? First of all, I think the biggest thing is that I think support Meepo is viable if you're really, really good with Meepo. You know, you get the pull-throughs, which is what he did to get that initial level, so he didn't, you know, ruin his carry's XP gain. And then, so after he got that, he managed to come into the lane and pick up a couple kills, help kill Tidehunter twice, which helped his team snowball tremendously. And then from there, he just roamed and ganked nonstop. Once you get level 3, you have 2 Meepos. You can net and poof. And again, this is a non-standard Meepo game. This is a support-oriented Meepo. And like I said, I don't think that this is the ideal way to play him for the majority of people. He can go ahead and get the eggs now. He has enough gold for his eggs, so I think he should go ahead and pick it up. But so basically, I think the key here is, if you're going to play support Meepo, don't take the XP and gold from your carry. You have to really land your ganks. He just hit level 16. Okay, so level 6. Okay, he just poofed another Meepo over there. And now he does have eggs, so he's got 4 Meepos. And this is the point where your Meepos all get tankier because now they share stats. Let's just go here. I'll go to free camera so you can see. So that's the main Meepo, and his other Meepos used to have. Wait, these do share stats now, right? Or did they change that about Meepo? Oh, no. It's the Aghanim Scepter, the 200 plus health is what is the health difference right here. So, yeah, they do share stats with Aghanims. I don't know why I was even doubting that, but yeah. So that you share stats with Aghanims, and there's your blink combo right there. Blink, poof, 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 blink, and then you're just going boom, boom on someone's face. And you can do a tremendous amount of burst damage, all in one short little section, and that's a pretty nice blink, actually, from the Mirana. And Brain Sap.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah. Look at this, the lone druid. It's just they're hiding. It's a game of hide and go seek at this point. So let's just take a look at what some of the build orders on the other guys were. Phoenix went with the double plate mail mech. Meepo, eggs, blink. Silencer went for the Rod of Atos, or Rod of Aoi, and 4 staff. And you've got a Desolator crit, drums, and Vlad's actually on the Ember Spirit. Interesting. I kind of like it. The Vlad's giving some mana regen as well, and then obviously the drums giving you some of the solid stats that you need. So increasing the mana pool for Ember. And so I didn't get around to all the item builds, but overall, a very interesting approach to playing Meepo. And I don't know. I think I'll do some more Meepo games, some good no-tail Meepo games, and see what kind of different styles he's doing and how he might be adapting Meepo. As this is definitely the non-standard Meepo, and I enjoyed watching it. It was kind of creative, I think. Anyway, guys, that's it. Quadron signing out. And if you have any comments, questions, post them in the comment section down below. If you want to like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitch, all that stuff. I have links in the video description below as well. I will see you guys later. Quadron signing out.